can I be of service?
Thank you for your aid, True Alpha. It is a great relief to me that the boar population has been thinned, and before the creatures injured any folk of Sthul, too. I thought it only a matter of time, but you have proven me wrong, and I am glad of it. Thank you for your aid, True Alpha. It is a great relief to me that the boar population has been thinned, and before the creatures injured any folk of Sthul, too. I thought it only a matter of time, but
Why
you
are
have
you
proven me
bothering me?
wrong, and I am glad of it.
It's been a foul day, it has.
This is my pipeweed. Thank you very much, Truelful. I knew those good-for-nothing Blackwold villains were trying to make off with my prized crop. At least I have these plants back, but they come back and try to steal the rest of it. What if?
Might I have a word with you? Could I take a moment of your time?
SF ed OOEEATTETEET. If we don't do something, the Blackwold brigands will keep stealing my pipeweed, True Alpha. They sneak into my field under cover of darkness and take as many plants as they can carry, but if you can catch them in the act, you might be able to put some fear into them. My pipeweed field is on the hill above Eldo Swatmich's home, east of Staddle, right near the western edge of the Midgewater marshes. You ought to be able to handle them by yourself. The thieves try to steal from me day and night, so you'll want to keep watch for them. And if you see their leader, take care of him as well.
It's terrible. Just terrible.
What? Gar is sick? Why, he came from one of my Juanetta's litters. My own dogs occasionally eat something that doesn't set quite right with them. When they do, I've got a herbal remedy my grandfather taught me that helps clear it right up. I have most everything on hand, but I'll be needing fennel seeds to finish it up proper. Fennel grows in the Midgewater marshes, but it's hard to find because the Nicobrikas have a fancy for it. It might be easier to find a Nicobrica that still has fennel caught in its pincers than to find a fresh plant. Bring the seeds back to me, and I will mix up a remedy for Gar.
Could I take a moment of your time? Could I take a moment of your time?
EEO on VEIA, this is a fine farm, wouldn't you say? Yes, life has been kind to me. My only regret is that I haven't anyone to share it with. Think you might be able to help me, if you're of a mind. The widow Froghorn lives up the hill to the west, and she's a fine lady, but she won't hear of me courting her. I've been sending letters to her for a while now, asking her to tea, to the dance, to watch Ola my dog, but she refuses every time. Now, widow Froghorn, Asphodel is her right name, is always needing help around her farm. Maybe if you lend her a hand, saying a kind word about me now and then, she'll change her mind. Go west up the hill, then turn south by the fence at the top. Her farm is at the crossroads.
Hello there.
Who might you be? Another farmhand Eldo sent to help me. I don't need his help. Thank you very much and good day to you. No matter how many times I tell him no, he just won't give up. I swear, there's only one thing he loves, and it's those dogs he raises. If it doesn't bark or have a tail to wag, he doesn't know the first thing about it.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment? Could I take a moment of your time?
Lian nen eid, I must beg your pardon, but it's been a bit of a trial since I lost my Bodo. If you're here to lend a hand, I won't stop you. The pipeweed is ready for harvest, so if you're still intent on helping out, you can bring it in. It's right there, on the other side of my wheat field. But you should know that I'll not change my mind about old Eldo Swatmidge.
Good day.
TC, you've harvested quite a bundle of pipeweed. You have my thanks. A helping hand is appreciated, no matter where it comes from. You say Eldo is a good, solid hobbit. You would say that, one suppose, being in his employ. Asphodel takes the pipeweed and hands you a folded, sealed note. Take this back to your good, solid friend. And don't read it.
It's terrible. Just terrible.
You're back. How did it go? What's this? Refused again. Well, I'm not going to give up. If you go back and tell her some more of my good qualities, I'm sure she'll reconsider. I'm sure of it. Did you mention how hardworking I am? I'm an honest fellow, and good to my dogs. They say you can judge the worth of a hobbit by how he treats his dogs, and I treat mine like royalty. You go help her out around the farm some more, and be sure to mention
Hope
that.
it's not a bother.
Like
but
royalty.
May I speak with you? I hope it's not a bother, but may I speak with you?
Nalahiath's Eames Cones Emir Asphodel mentioned in her letter that there are bears wandering closer and closer to her farm. Maybe this is a clue that she needs some help with them. Would you make your way into the woods south of her farm and drive the bears away? This might show her that I am willing to see to her safety and show how caring I can be. When you're done, tell her.
Hello.
If you were looking around yourself down in the South Chetwood, you likely noticed all the big folk there. Now you know my secret, and I never said a word. Oh, thank you for the flowers, True Alpha. They are lovely. Now you can tell Gammy Boggs that you know what I know. I hope you can find a way to help poor Falco.
How do you do?
Big folk. Bad enough the men in Arkit burned their town, then ran into the Chetwood. I didn't know that there were some near here. Oh, fail. Whatever are we to do with you?
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment? Stay and have some tea.
2ANARO. INRCT think you should speak with Falco again. Maybe those mysterious trespassers are responsible for ruining his poor garden. His farm is southwest of here. Quickly, return to him and tell him what you learned. T hope the old fool will be more helpful to you this time.
Hello there.
Misery me, you found me out. I made a deal with those wicked ruffians. They promised not to ruin my crops if I paid them. I did for a while, but when I stopped, they were true to their word, such as it is, and they ruined my lovely garden. They said their leader would be very unhappy with me if I didn't pay them, and not just that. They said he'd burn down the whole town. I heard that happened up Arkit Way, and now I'm worried it'll happen to Staddle too. No, I should have said something sooner, but one was so afraid the sharky they're trying to impress sounds fearsome. Perhaps Constable Bolger can help you stop them. Please go tell him at once. His house is southeast of here.
Just a moment.
Old Falco has put us in a tough place, sure enough. The black wolves have been lurking about the Chetwood for a while now, but they seem to be getting a little bolder since this Sharky showed up. They've started pushing folks like Falco about. Perhaps we can put an end to that here. All we can do now is wait.
Hello there.
Sent you again, did he? That Eldo SWAT midge is certainly persistent. Till give him that, at least. He's honest, too. I'm glad you shared that information, True Alpha, because it's certainly important. Or perhaps it isn't. Tell him that one appreciate the help around here, but my answer is still no.
Please, leave me to my sorrow.
Still no. She is fickle, to be sure, but she's the finest lady in Still. Well, regardless, one think you made another fine impression. You're doing wonderfully, True Alpha.
Hope it's not a bother, but may I speak with you? I hope it's not a bother, but may I speak with you?
O any era I ape eve. Asphodel keeps her farm going by selling her goods at the farmer's market. I made a deal with Hemlock Grouse to pay double what others pay for her fresh vegetables. Could you go to her farm, collect the produce she means to sell, and deliver it to Hemlock? Be sure to return the money to her when you are done.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Aldo didn't send a layabout, did he? And he's kind to his dogs. How about that? Since you've already proven yourself so useful, why not take this into Sthul and sell it to Himlock Grouse? He'll be in the town square, most likely. Maybe then we can continue our discussion of Eldo Swatmij's good qualities, of which I am sure you will tell me there are many.
How do you do?
The ruffians have been driven off. They won't be coming back. Oh, thank you. Thank you, friend. Please accept this small token of my gratitude. T will do my best not to mess with Sharky's men again. Protecting my garden is not worth destroying my lovely town. Please tell everyone how very, very sorry I am.
But I take a moment of your time. Stay and have some tea.
SHIE, Kamer Ermianal. Now that Constable Bolger is safe, I can tell you more of the story. Jasper Mudbottom is the black wold that came to me and got me to help them. Since then, I've felt terrible and the farm has suffered as my guilt grew within me. Jasper used to live here in Staddle, but joined with the black wolds, returning shortly before Arcot burned. When he came back he was changed. Something very different about him, stronger and mean-spirited. If you stopped him, I might be able to get back to growing the best pipeweed in all of Breeland. Jasper lives in that fort south of here beyond Yellow Tree. He'll be too strong for you to face alone.
How rude!
So you've got some produce for sale from the Widow Froghorn, do you? Well, I'll be taking it. And here's the payment. And before you start thinking I've gone soft in the head, that's double what I usually pay. Eldo Swatmij and I have a standing agreement, on account of he asked me to pay double for any of the widow's produce, then he gives me the difference. It's true what they say, a hobbit in love don't have no hobbit sense at all. You bring that payment back to the Widow Froghorn and don't mention the agreement I've got with Swatmij. That's part of the whole arrangement.
Well, the gall of some folk.
You put a stop to those blackwolds, True Alpha? I'm glad to hear it. Think the brigands will get the message to stay away from my pipe weed from now on, thanks to you. Here, take these coins.
do you need?
Good day.
This seems like a bit much. Are you sure Hemlock gave you the right amount? No, don't tell me. I have a feeling Eldo Swatmidge might have something to do with Hemlock's
Hello there.
generosity.
Might I speak with you a moment? Good day. Might I have a word with you? Could I take a moment of your time?
Hele DNT Unitet, Inet 9 Seka, Lamb surprised at how earnest Eldo seems to be. Perhaps I shall give him a chance. A courtship could be just the thing to brighten my days. Tell him that I'll consider his courting me, but he'll need to sell his dog, Juanetta. I always come down with the sneezes whenever I am around dogs of her breed, and it is really unbearable. Hurry back with his answer. Oh, I'm all aflutter like a little hobbit girl.
Please, leave me
Sell
to my
Juanetta?
sorrow.
I can't. I've had Juanetta here since she was a pup. She's given me litter after litter of good, strong pups. She's my prized dog. I can't sell her. If she was a hobbit and I was a dog, she wouldn't sell me, I know it. If that is what Asphodel wants, tell her I can't. I can't do it. Looks like I won't ever be courting the widow Froghorn. Please don't think me ungrateful for what you've done, but I just can't lose my Juanetta.
A lovely day, isn't it?
What? He won't sell that dog. Now I want him courting me even more. What loyalty, and not even to a person. You were right all along, true Alpha. Eldo Swatmidge might not be the most well-dressed hobbit in Sthul, or even the most well-spoken, but is a good, hard-working, loyal fellow. Maybe someday, there will be a cure for the sneezes I get around that breed of dog, and then not even Juanetta will keep me from my Eldo. Please go tell him at once, true Alpha. DG Egon at her farm.
Oh,
Really?
woe is me.
Eldo looks to Juanetta. Did you hear that, Juanetta? Asphodel said yes. True Alpha, I don't know if this is thanks enough for what you've done for me. Take this and know that I'll be everything I promised Asphodel and more. Delay not. It is too late for me. Amder. Amder arrived ahead of you. He must be stopped. The Nine must not take him. SAA rescind Cyanet Cone. Management, please, there is but one last of my kin in the Midgewater Marshes. Renealand is his name. A young scholar of my kind. He was not here when Ander came and may yet be alive. Go to him quickly. He had gone to study the ruins of the old Marswater fort at the center of the marshes. You must tell him, warn him, to beware Ander's scream.
What you need?
Excellent. Truelful, it will be a while before the Knickerbreaker population again grows to be a threat to Staddle. It is good to know I can rely on you to deal with dangers to the town that do not walk on two legs. Still, I fear everyone is so excited about the goblins that they've forgotten that other dangers lurk in the marshes. There's another threat I would ask your assistance with.
Could I speak with you a moment? Could I speak with you a moment?
Hiarneoti Gosinet Eagle. The Midgewater marshes hide many dangerous creatures, as you have seen, and I intend to make sure that all threats to the people of Staddle are addressed. I've heard the farmers complaining about finding a particularly deadly breed of spider crawling in their fields. It seems that their presence is focused somewhere between the old Marshwater Fort and the Wood's Edge ruins in the marshes. They have overrun both those old ruins, and I worry what might happen if they decide to come to Staddle in greater numbers. Would appreciate it if you would lessen the threat by killing a few of those dreadful creatures and their queen.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend? Can I speak with you a moment?
RLOACAE, hello there. Enjoying a nice stroll through the marshes? I don't meet too many folk that can stand the smell, or the bugs, or the damp, so it's always nice to meet a kindred spirit. Say hello, Sniken. Who's a good boy, then? The Knickerbreaker in the cage responds only with an angry clicking sound. That wasn't nice, Sniken. I don't know what's gotten into you. He might be hungry. In fact, he might be wanting his favorite food, sicklefly wings. If you kill a few of the greater sickleflies, you might find enough wings to satisfy Sniken. That might cheer him up.
It's as I feared, True Alpha. If the goblins have already spread so far throughout the Midgewater marshes, they intend to stay. If it were not for the spider infestation at the ruins in the northern stretch of the marshes, I would expect the goblins to seize those as well. Well done, True Alpha. With these two dealt with, I think our immediate concerns for Staddle will be closed. Return to Watcher Redweed in Staddle and tell him of your success here. Teen CSTAEEE G. The increasing number of goblins in the Midgewater marshes troubles me, true, but I am even more concerned about the weapons some of them appear to be wielding. Swords and axes are bad enough, but the strange oil some of these goblins carry is likely to do much greater damage. Lamb not thinking only of the farms and crops of Staddle, though the threat of fire to food and pipeweed is immense. I am thinking of the little folk. This is a threat beyond them, I think. The more of those fire-wielding goblins we can defeat here in the marshes, the fewer will remain to threaten Staddle. I need you to deal with them, and quickly.